But I said to Chakra, it's like a permaculture's designer's paradise when it comes to being able to design water systems here.
Yes.
From the beginning. Yeah. And really being able to design with nature rather than, have to go against it a little bit because there's so much other building potentially here. And that's not the case. So it's very, very wonderful to be able to integrate with nature in that way here.
We are here in Mawi Valley and we're having a very, very cool meeting today. We're meeting up with Justin, who's a permaculture specialist, who's advising us throughout the project.
It makes perfect sense to put a water design together for this soon. And the building design and the other design will naturally fall and filter into that.
As well as Chakra, who is a permaculture water design specialist.
Main filtration pond there, and the rest is a reed bed system, which is overflow into the reed bed.
Yeah.
It's also with a lining, but you don't see because it's filled with grubbles and plant. And then they can come out here for the main pool.
Yes, and we're going to be taking a walk around the whole of Mawi Valley, observing the contour and all of the natural movement of the water as it flows through the valley. And yeah, we're really excited to be spending this time with them at the project and showing them how our vision and how we foresee this beautiful valley taking shape.
This is your key line here, no?
Yeah, that's correct.
And here.
Yeah.
So a lot of water is going to be accumulating down there, maybe.
But sure, you have that again.
I don't think we created a box there.
No, we did.
We did?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did. Okay.
And that over there is going to be more the farm area.
Yeah.
So Justin, Chakra, thank you so much for taking a tour with us in Mawi Valley. It's been a pleasure showing you guys around and listening to all the extensive knowledge that you guys have. It's been inspiring to see how you guys observe the land, and just all of the knowledge that you've shared has been great. Do you want to just touch on a couple of things that you've observed here?
Sure. I think one of the main things today for me was just observing water and flows and what your vision is and what you'd love to do with water. And obviously looking at the topography of the land, looking where water can accumulate, where we can store it, and how we fit what's possible into your dream or your vision. And just appreciating more where different structures will be that can feed into the water system and where the natural water flow, the key lines are, that allow the best possibility for us to potentially design what you would like.
Amazing. Lovely.
So when we do water management is first what we do, we slow it, we spread it, and we sink it. And that's the sustainable way of doing it. Sink it because we want it to feed our aquifer. So slow it because we know that the water coming down from upper area is carrying all the nutrient, the topsoil. So this is what you're doing with the swale, is slowing down the water and the nutrients are given to the soil. And this is the same why the Subak system worked well, why the Egyptians are so thriving in the old days, in the ancient world, because they have also so much of the nutrient, the silt that bring down by the big river, the Nile River. So that silt, when we slow it down, that benefiting the plants all along the swale. So, and spread it, of course. We want the water to go to benefiting most of the plants, and then automatically they will disappear down, which is feeding our aquifer. That's the water strategy, the management strategy.
Last season? This last season was very wet, but before that, it was like completely different. Like this time last year it was a desert. I think there's even some images on Google Earth with one half old season and the other half, and it's like, oh, crazy. Yeah.
It's become like that now.
Yeah.
Like unpredictable. I remember 2007, we had this extreme wet season in Bali. Everything, everywhere was landslide, especially when people building on the cliffside.
Yeah.
Everywhere. And then the same happening last wet season. Tabanan bridges just got washed many places. But also in 2014, we have super dry, man. Like, no wet season. Like, there was rain coming in August for 2 weeks, thinking like, oh, early wet season, and then it's no wet season. So I think it is, we are responsible for it. I think because of the modernization, where people think development is about paving the road and the path, the temple, the whatever.
Yeah.
So there's more and more our natural absorption, the ground is disappearing.
Yeah.
So what happened then, the water goes into the stream, to go to the river and back to the ocean.
Yeah. And the trees.
It's not feeding the aquifer.
And now trees all cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the wrong way around.
Yeah, wrong way around, exactly.
And it's been great to have you here, Chakra. Chakra's a water design specialist, and he's come over from Bali today with Justin. And anything you can add about what you've seen in the land?
Yeah, I mean, when we as permaculture designer, and when we see a very early stage of design, it's very exciting because as you can see, the land here is a lot of gravity and a lot of slope, and we can work with that. We can capture nutrient, and we can make the area become productive by creating the swale design. And also, I think Lombok being one of the dry area of Indonesia, I think it's very important for us to design a efficient water system. That's how we can recycle our water as maximum as we can, so we don't deplete our aquifer. And also whatever that we can collect, that we can recharge our aquifer, as I think it's the right thing to do. It's a good karma things to do, and I hope that you guys doing a good design here, which can be copied by other people that can come here, and so that will make Lombok's more greener place. I mean, in some case, like Lokabor, the big one, or even the school in north of Bali, where we don't have the elevation, we unfortunately have to pump the water to the wetland. But work well. But when we can, without energy, will be more sustaining, right? So, say if we have to say, like, if we want to use the lining, for example, we have to do the trimming or the earthwork, where we have to pull out some of the rock and roots, and then basically compact the soil so it's nice and nothing sharp, because
Pull it down, you mean?
Yeah. Because when that's HDEP lining.
Yeah.
You don't have to use cement, but as long as the soil that are resting on are nice and soft and nothing sharp coming out.
Right.
And then we can then put the lining on, that's it. And then you have the water in, the water will stay. But my question is, what will you use for that excavation? Will you use the big machine, or is it manual? To shape this land into the pond that you...
I mean, how would you get the machinery down here to do the work, right?
He's a destroyer. Maybe a bobcat, eh? A smaller one.
Pull it in from up there down the side.
We would
That would be the only way, wouldn't it?
have to bring it down the side there, somehow.
Well, I'm just asking, but also can be manual, but it's a lot of work, man.
Maui's quite a unique, the way the topography is. what are some of the pros that you've seen with this land that are going to really help us in doing all of that?
Well, I think one of the things I've noticed is that, you are able to work with gravity very, very beautifully here because of what the land has afforded you. And putting a design in place at a very early stage allows it to be more regenerative and more sustainable rather than retrofitted in. But I said to Chakra, it's like a permaculture's designer's paradise when it comes to being able to design water systems here.
Yes.
From the beginning. Yeah. And really being able to design with nature rather than, have to go against it a little bit because there's so much other building potentially here. And that's not the case. So it's very, very wonderful to be able to integrate with nature in that way here.
Ladder. Well, it's been a pleasure showing you around. We're really excited of what you guys can conjure up and think with this land, and we look forward to going on the journey with you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.